Hello students, good morning. Are you fine? Hope so. God has kept you fine and your family also. If not, you pray to God and God listens children's prayer very fast. He loves children a lot and when you pray to him, he will grant whatever you want. Okay? So, if not well, please pray to God. If you are well also, you can thank God for being healthy and fine during this time of pandemic. Okay, so pray and thank God in this time. Okay, so we start our class again. We have completed chapter 10, India Wins Freedom, and I have also given you question answers and exercises in the online portal and also in the form of PDF. Okay, so what will be the next chapter? Do you have any idea? Yeah, according to the portion, the next chapter you have lesson 14, government. Okay? Can you imagine a class or a school without teacher and principal? You will enjoy the freedom, but you will have a mess in the school, a mess in the class, and at home also. Imagine no parents at home. You will love freedom for a little time, but managing things at home will be difficult. Same in the class. If you don't have the teacher, your class will make lot of noise and you will have a lot of trouble. Nobody will listen to your problems and you won't progress. Same is, so a country without a government will not prosper. A country without a government will not work properly. So we have a government, okay? A body who rules, okay? So we will open the page number 70 in the book, okay? Quickly take the book in your hand. Open page number 70 and our government. The government of India officially is known as union government, or also we can call it central government. Okay, so officially we call it as union government. Okay, I have written here also union government or central government. Any of it we can call it union or central government. Okay, it is established by the Constitution of India. Okay, and do you have an idea how many states are there in India? 28 states. And how many union territories? Hmm, 9 union territories. Okay, so we have 28 states and 9 union territories. It's collectively called Republic of India. All 28 states, 9 union territories, we call it as Republic of India. Okay, sovereign and democratic country. People are the most important. The central government and the individual state government are responsible for the effective and efficient administration of all the matters related to its welfare. So central government for whole of the country and state government for the particular country is responsible for the efficient administration and development of the country. Clear? The first paragraph is clear to you? I hope so. Once again, I let you know that according to constitution or officially, the government of India is called as union government or central government according to constitution. We have 28 states and 9 union territories, and together the 28 states and 9 union territories are called as Republic of India. Okay, central government and state government both are responsible for the development and prosperity of India. So they work together for the development of India. Clear? We move to the next paragraph. The central government governs whole country while the state government looks after the welfare of its own state. As I told you, the central government will look all 28 states, all 9 union territories, development of all, whereas state government is responsible for looking after particular state. Like you are in UP government. So UP government is responsible for UP. So all states have like that. Clear? The Constitution of India lists the power of union and state government. So if you will read Constitution of India, there is a list what are the powers of union government and duties of union government, what are the powers of state government and duties of state government, what are the powers of state government and union government together. Okay, union list, state list and concurrent list. Concurrent list where state government and union government work together. Clear? So in Constitution of India, there is a list of powers of state government power and power of the central government also. And people elect their representative. According to our constitution, all the power lies in the hands of people. It's said like that because people choose their leader. Whenever there is voting, now we choose our representative and we vote. We choose our leader. We choose our representative. This is how it is called. The power is in the hands of the government. Clear? And the government is elected for 5 years. Clear? So this is the second paragraph. What is second paragraph? Second paragraph says that state government is responsible for the particular state. As I gave you example of UP government is responsible for the UP. Okay, Uttar Pradesh. And the union government is responsible for whole of the country, all 28 states and 9 union territories. Clear? Also we learned that in constitution there are list of powers. What are the powers of state government? What are the powers of the central government? And according to constitution, the most powerful thing in whole of the country is the people. People choose the leaders for 5 years. And if they are happy with that, we choose the same government again. Clear? Okay. Next we have organs of government. Okay, the parts, other parts of the government. The 3 parts are there: executive, legislature and judiciary. Executive means the people who run the country. Okay, you have chief minister, governors, prime minister, president. Okay, so these are the executive. So look at the paragraph. The executive, the legislature, the judiciary are the 3 organs of the government, and the people actually, those who run the country are executive, and the people who form the laws, those who form the laws, make the rules and regulations, new policies, they are called legislature. Legislature are your Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha members. Okay, any new laws has to be made, anything has to be made, any draft has, which is called as bill. Okay, so that first will go to the members of Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha, Lok Sabha, and they will first decide whether it is to be should be in the country it should be allowed or not. Then if they all agree, majority agrees, then it becomes a rule or becomes an act. Okay, so rules and laws are made by the legislature. Next you have judiciary. Judiciary is the people who see that whether whatever laws are made, they are practiced according to law or not. If not, then punishment is given. You have we have we say that we have courts, police, all that comes into that. Clear? Executive, legislature, judiciary. Now in the book also you can see Those who make third line laws form the legislature, and those who ensure everything works smoothly according to law is your judiciary. Okay. In Indian legislature, we have two houses, Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. As I told you, both the houses are jointly known as parliament. Have you heard in the news this name? You are small in class 5th. You must have not much paid attention about the politics, but you should know about this also. When you listen to the news and all, you will hear Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha. They are the two assemblies, two groups of parliament. Clear? These two groups decide whether a thing has to become a law in our country or not. All members of Rajya Sabha and Lok Sabha. So we have two houses, Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha, which is called together as Parliament. Okay. So Rajya Sabha has 250 members. Okay, 250 members, and 230 members are elected and 12 members are nominated. You can see in the book also on page 71. 238 members represent the state and union territories, and 12 members are nominated by the president. So these 238 members are elected from the states and union territories, and 12 members are nominated by the president. Okay. At present, we have 245 members. 245 members in 2020. Okay. Next, you have got Lok Sabha. How many members are there in Lok Sabha? In Lok Sabha, there are 552 members. Okay. 550 members are elected. 530 from states, 20 from union territories, and 2 are nominated by the president. Clear? 550 members plus 2. These 550 members are from 530 members from states, 20 from union territories, and 2 are nominated by the president. Clear? At present, we have got 545 members in 2020. Clear? Huh? So this is about the parliament. I told you in the beginning also, a bill or a draft or anything to become a law in the country will become only a law when it is passed by the Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha members. Okay. So it is first discussed. They decide whether it will be helpful or not. Then that bill doesn't means only money bill. There are lots of financial bill, other bills, any law to be made. First, it is when it is discussed in the parliament, it is bill. And when it is to be used in the country, when it is passed, it becomes an act. Okay. So that is passed by the Rajya Sabha and Lok Sabha members. Understood? So that was about our government for today. We have discussed about that we have central government or union government. They work for the whole country for 28 states and 9 union territories. Okay. That is the 28 states and 9 union territories are called Republic of India. People are most important. People choose the leaders and representative, and state government is responsible for its particular state. Union government is responsible whole of the country. These are the things we learned. And we learned there are 3 organs of the government. We learned that there is executive, those who run the country. There are legislature, those legislatives, they Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha members, those who make the laws. And the third organ is judiciary, which sees that everything goes according to the law. Then we learnt about the number of members in parliament, Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha, 2 houses, 2 assemblies. Okay, we can call it 2 assemblies and 2 houses also. Total number of members I have told you. how many are elected and how many are nominated by the president. Okay, children, so this was for today. Read the chapter again. I have taken very less portion so that you read, understand, and if any doubt, you call me and ask me on Saturday. I'll make it clear again. And read, study well, prepare yourself, okay, and take care of yourself also. Okay, thank you. Have a nice day. Bye.